greeting them as they launch it for the recently appointed Indonesia coach. Facing our cameras, team very well prepared after that training camp possession. That is for the Netherlands, and several of his now opting to play. A misplaced kick from Wang Dale. It's very difficult as the away team, like Indonesia, who will want to dominate possession, so it defend well and then hit on the break. Standing playing career, it's never really happened for him. His attempt on goal comes from a long. Hasn't scored internationally for an early positive show of forward, looking for Romeni. Indonesia fans there as soon as here's Jakob crosses. Here's Patrick Kluivert, just his third game. Bounced back from that well the following week to overcome, but very experienced coach now, 71. And I think we're seeing the pattern of play now. And China sitting deep. Here's Tom Hay for Verdon, switching it over. Back is now on. Here is Wang Yudong taking on the China's approach today. Take as few touches as possible, but what a moment that would have been for him. Only 18 had a chance inside the first 5 minutes. Chu, and now Han Pengfei. China playing key to the possession game that Kluivert wants to instill there, and I think he had a point. There seemed to be an extra. Verdon, the China captain, Wang Dale's team at international level. A couple of full debuts, great run. Just took that out of play. I think that teenager in the first few minutes of his full debut. See a touch of Rizky Ridho, taken by Wang Shuangyuan. 27 caps for him. Players crowding around inside the 6. Youth international as they make his debut today. Can get it away, and they'll try to break now for Chu Haoyang, Indonesia. Him back for a very easy game, as he had to for that. You see there that back three shape that edges. Two of the back three. Long for Ole Romani into the area. The intent from both teams, and although more direct there as well with the longer ball for 2 international games, 2 goals so far. The centre-backs, Idris and Rid. We've got 5. The defensive team. This one is worked short though, dangerously by Sayuri. Yuri to prolong the challenge, the whistle card here. Kept on going and had a little kick out there, so the yellow card for his twin brother in the squad again, 27-year-old Sayuri's. Wang Yudong, not the greatest of delivery. It was the debutant again, Wang Yudong. Club football with Zhejiang. Their football domestically, quite a contrast from for their club career. He's gone further ashore. He's here. It's as you'd expect. The ref addressing the players before the corner a couple of minutes. Camboya was in a clear. Well, it should have been, but it was a poor header away. Found Egi Maulana Vikri, and now by Wang Yudong, but quickly won back. Corner is just about prevented. Patrick Kluivert nods. Throw in from Sayuri. Nudge in the back from Ridho. His 5th appearance. The main goal threat for China, you would think. He was on the score sheet Cow flicking it on for a China throw. Serginho there, the Branko Ivanovic. And opportunities to put Indonesia. Nodded down for first time he's really got his hands on the ball. He'll be repeatedly stated he wants a possession-based team playing, work their way forward as they're looking to here for Verdonk. Well, they'll start again. Move the ball from goalkeeper into the... if they need to find another opening. Verdonk. Goes the way. Yang Zhe-Chang, the 11th international cap for him today. Out. And slow things down. Or even to the hour mark, still goalless in today, and later it stays goalless, the more move him along. It's sent long towards Jay. Can find Kambuaya back for Sayuri. Victor Han Peng Fei, who read that well. Indonesia down the right-hand side with Victory and Sayuri. The centre forward has drifted out to find a bit of Victory into the area. A red wave of pressure at the moment. Takes on the shot. It's Indonesia asking most of the questions. Not the connection he wanted. He'll be disappointed with that. Perhaps was hurried into it somewhat. China will be happy with that. Su brings it down well. That needed the intervention of Idjes because his full debut with a goal. 30 years of age, Serginho. He's been Changchun and now with Beijing. As the corner comes in, and central defender able to rise unchallenged. Reaction, he felt he should have kept that down. Wikao, he's got Chang in the... was the one who initially gave it away. The Gelora Bung Karno Stadium in Cup Finals qualification. And as Yang wins a throw-in high up the field from Hogner, and the break's on. Ending, and it's won back by Sayuri. China with plenty of numbers back, force. Now, bit of looking to get a shot away, but just didn't have the space. Rido, as it had to be. The game a little lose to Hu. Ricky Kambuaya, who he's back with his speedy shot, and he didn't really have many other options. Take on the shot first time on the half volley. Well, the attempt of Kambuaya. There's a problem here for China with Han Peng Fei. Jay Idjes with both coaches using hot night, hot and humid, +9 local time. Still might have some more as the night goes. Even at the coolest, it won't dip below 25 degrees. So Han seems to be slightly risky exchange of headers at the back between Victory, though beaten in the air. Now who will turn? But one back, and there's a chance for a break. Well, that just from Victory was just behind everybody behind the ball. Approaching the half-hour mark, I mentioned the hot and humid. Gets a shot away on target, but too close to the Romeni as he got the ball back. Touch, just set the ball a little bit behind him. Couldn't get enough power on it. International appearance so far. A couple of for Yang and now Wang. Long period of possession. They haven't had many of those yet. The visiting team grateful for the chance. Miscontrol by Wang Yudong. And perhaps that was why he controlled it back and shoot or go first time. In the end, he did neither. China haven't only come here to defend, and here they are. He finds Zheng Yuning shooting on the turn. is Zhang Yuning with 8 goals competition in that respect, in this Chinese starting. Out of those starting today, and both of those, Zhu. And that's well switched. Vedong. Possession statistics there, 57% for Indonesia. Romeni. Bit of space for now Hubner, but he's lost out. Slightly heavy. And an excellent, say, the Croatian World Cup finals. And more recently, 4 his team on the ball again. Fed inside for it away, but then on the loose ball, stayed forward, and then the slightly loose clearance, it straight to an opponent. Who China having plenty of threatening. Now look at the space for Joe. Goes further forward into the area for Romen. Trying to get it away, but he's certainly a threat, is Ole. Has the ability to just find a bit of for Vedong, outnumbered. Goal kick in this Group C, and the third. It was a campaign. From there, things haven't got much better here. Xu, and now out for Xu Hao Young again, and that's good defending from 11, along with Rido, but at the expense of a corner, and we saw a free header that he sent over the bar. The 6-yard box, trying to make life uncomfortable. Delivery can they find it's the whistle was blown. He must have been impeded. Well, I didn't see much of a foul. It was shaky, making his first appearance with Palermo on loan from Como in Italy. Because it's China coming forward again, and they've had the better of the. Now given away as finding Vikri. Haven't seen too much of from Su Chenji. As area where they've been close to getting a clean shot away, but then Vedong back to Hubner. Vikri. Vikri is a player they'll look to see more of in youth international tournaments, and a move to Indonesia. Does have 9 goals internationally, 30. He certainly looked lively as he tries to combine with Hubner. Romeni. Kick is given. A penalty as it was certainly a bit of a clip. Ferdavs on Ricky Camboya, and even the reaction of again, it's an impromptu. Very often means the video evidence after his VAR assist. Uzbeki referee boot. The ball had gone. It's not really the point. They were both, and there he's caught up in the studs. Good looks. The China players. Ricky Camboya. He nods his head calmly as though he'd be the captain. Jai Ijes, who will take after the initial goal. And listen to the as Ijes waits, penalty kick. And I have the quest of 8. A victory today could be enough. And I wonder if that was intentional. Up steps Roman, a 24-year-old, under 20 international, with a huge seats and 70,000, with a very calmly taken penalty. A little stuck, and then, as simple as you like, sent the ball the other. Well, he was Romeni, and he was asked, how do you deal with the pressure of footballers you used to pressure all the time? And he certainly didn't see that penalty. Indonesia keeping their work. They perhaps could have done, because China were a little light in send it back. And listen to the noise now around the Gelora. Well, that's worked out to Sayuri. Tangles with who? They do. Especially as it was given on a video. Received some. And another 100 seconds before we reach the ball. Keep the lead. Keep the atmosphere. Ensure there's no quick route back in. An attack here. It's a run from Cao. Shrugs his shoulders to say he got the ball. And here's Hay. Keeper Wang Dalei. Pressure applied though. In from Chu Zhenji. What a great recovery. So this will be the last. Attackers, 4 defenders. They'll all move in different directions. Met at the near post by of the half. Indonesia, who, you know what he's doing, talking to the referee. In as many appearances for Indonesia, he scored the win. We reached the break at Jakarta. Indonesia 1, China. This Asian World Cup qualifying contest to 0, and their arch Branko Ivanovic, and that is the introduction of the defender Jiang. Reaction from the China coach, totally turn it around. A draw wouldn't really to qualify for the World Cup finals. Second half for them against the fourth stage of the qualifying Saudi Arabia game tomorrow, but they'll be in a very halfway there thanks to the penalty from Ole Romero. Just to confirm in midfield, some treatment in the first half. Here we are on the front, his way into the penalty area. To see on the screen confirmation of the replaced by Jiang at the back. A more advanced position than Xu, the player who's come. China PR after the break. Side Jiang for Branko Ivanovic's team. Trying to make progress down. Deflects the cross from Hu. Opportunity for China. A set piece. All lingering at the back post as Wang played by Audero. The shot from Wang Yudong. That's the first real save that Audero has had to make, getting down low to deny first start, the 18-year-old. And nearly. Just had enough of a challenge from. It was nicely floated on by ensuring that the goal scorer Romeni couldn't settle. So Indonesia with in Group C, that would put them clear of China, who have 6. Indonesia would be clear of them as well, and therefore the top 2 go through automatically. That's definitely Japan, Indonesia and Saudi Arabia for 3rd and 4th, where the 3rd and 4th place teams from all 3 will have a round robin to the World Cup finals. Into the area, excellent challenge by Hu, just as he was prepared by Sayuri, who was China living dangerously, and well, the referee about 20 yards away for Indonesia. And you'd feel there are going to be more opportunities. They're going to have to throw more men in attack, and League on a very hot night. There will be space to play. Good challenge from Chu there by Joel Pelupesi. Haven't had the official attendance in Gelora Bung Karno Stadium tonight, adding plenty of vibrant fun. This doesn't really stray far from the centre circle. Gets a foot in here and now. Of Cao Yongjing, who did well. And China will have another opportunity. It's solidly cleared to the edge of the area for Wang. Been a fairly quiet, the other debutant Wang Yudong, for edges to penalty just before half-time from Ole Romeni. Cup qualification hanging by a thread at the moment. They've got to, if they lose, they will be. It's the 2 China players end on the Chengju, and Zhang Yuning challenge on Liu. So another set piece. Just wonder if they'll work this one short. It's going to be direct. The attempts of Zhu Chenji had their moments, in particular that stave from Wang Yudong. Assists on adding to their talent pools. Coming on board. Nothing malicious from Liu, just talking of that playoff stage that Indonesia and see who would advance to that at Indonesia, so it'd be a tough. The second place teams in that playoff stage in 5th round. The next stage would be a blow into the Interconfederation playoffs. automatically, as the likes of Japan and Australia are going to all a little scrappy here at the moment. The free kick again considered. That was almost premeditated. And it won't bother Indonesia, the game. And he was urged by the crowd to let fly. No surprise that we've seen a bit of game, and even more so for the fact that this is his. So by Pelupesi onto Sayuri. On the shot himself there, Vickery unselfish. Nicely played on by Hay, who appreciated the intent of his teammate. Corner, third of the game for Indonesia. It'll be 5 in the area, and it's to battling away is Liu. Does well from the right back for to receive a yellow card in the first half. Who's coming off will be Wei Shihao, brought into the mix as they experienced campaigner. Wei, 30 with it, not very well headed away, said, and that comes off. So wasn't hit with too much force. This is the stage of the game where players will bring around 28 degrees. The medical staff to show that, see, maybe just caught him at an awkward angle, or maybe a pre-existing knock there that was damaged as well. Without Sayuri, it's a throw-in field. He's trying to build the field. They'll get dragged deeper and deeper. There's a sense of attacking intent yourselves. A 5-man back line rather than the 3 they. That's going to run through to now the debutant goalkeeper. Not be a bad way to start your international career. Sayuri's ready to come forward again. Misplay finds its way to Kamboya. Try to break with Wei. Right-hand side of attack from Liu, and racing into the area, and play on they do with Serginho into the run of Wei, and China turns back to find crosses cleared as far as ring out there. Wei Shihao once again, the respite they wanted defence. There'll be cramp out there tonight. Captain looking uncomfortable. Which certainly getting towards the exactly where you would want it. Space between the now Dero is carrying on Patrick Kluivert's face, and that's not surprising. He has covered a lot of ground today. He wins the challenge. Itches is back onto the field. Played in by Wang, but too deep. Haven't been able to sustain any possession, and at the Gelora Bung Karno Stadium, step towards the playoffs. Now Sayuri can pick it up, then to Kamboya. Combining with, but not there in the next spot. Will have to get stretched out. Might see a fair in the last 20 minutes. You'd think Indonesia should fresh pairs of legs, whereas China have already made 3 1. Serginho with finds the pass forward for Wei, and he goes. He's not sprinting forward like he was earlier in the. Drawing the foul from Yang so far. He'll remember the game. Are afoot then for Indonesia. Kevin Dix and is normally a defender who's going off. And in terms of personnel. It is Sayuri Dix on. Parents supported when he was born. Beckham, 2001, I think. David Beckham watching him play for Indonesia in a crucial game. Dix plays. And this is won by Verdun. Referee being permissive at the moment. A few challenges he's let. I think he'll be. 15 minutes of normal time of the dice for China, replaced by Wang Ziming. In that now, won't have and at the moment Indonesia have got things subsided now, and the fans still love the comfort of a second. Idris, who's overcome the knock earlier, as ball there in the challenge by Hu Heitao. Real determination won by Idris, leading by example. In March, a 1-0 win over Bar. Now eking their way, at least they at the moment look like progressing to the. It's saved, Dink again on the turn. First it was Beckham putting Dix, hitting it too close to the goalkeeper to create the opportunity, chasing the game. Dix wouldn't be getting forward too much after he came on, nearly to goal-scoring effect. Beckham, ball very well. There's a late challenge on Romeni. Foul by Jiang, that stop any rhythm. Trying to get the clock as well, of course. Making his international debut at the age of 20. Now here's a misplaced clearance, and loose ball picked up by Kambuaya. Just wouldn't sit up for him. He's straight for. Rick would have wanted to see him all the way up there. In over the clearance by Wang Shang, who just overruns it. Indonesia. China may have to score again. A draw won't do them much good. For Serginho, keep a poor ball in under no pressure. Surprised that Kambuaya is down. And so the two players coming on, and alongside him a couple of minutes ago for Rido. Total for him. Veteran, 35 years old. So that's both starting centre-backs unable to finish. Where's Yen? Back. Can't imagine they'll leave themselves with just one. Now China. Beckham on to Dick. He was appealing for a handball there, but not given. Just about cut out by Jack. One more time, long ball into the area. Well, and here's Dix, who's fresh enough to showing where he wanted it, not to feet. He wanted it ahead. Lily Pally wanted. He's positioned himself as a defence. China, the challenge is in danger of just ready to come on. Shown to Wei Shihao. Contact with the shin. Red card because he went high. Studs. China, it may well be irrelevant. Which is at home against Bahrain. Very reckless challenge. It was just trying to rectify his own mistake. So here is Sananta. Ole Romeni, 3 international appearances. As things stand, his and whether Romeni is to be the hero. Victory, Indonesia. Back-to-back victories it would be. Now China trying to do something, throw-in. Into the final minute, normal time, long. Headed away solidly though. Picked up on the edge of the area by Wang. Find any of them. Wei just complaining that. I'd have a guess at 7 or 8 minutes. Yes. And the fans greet with a roar after this game. Saudi Arabia. Indonesia will be guaranteed. They could very much do with Indonesia because they have to travel. But at the moment, it looks at the moment. Still 5 minutes though. This will be picked up by Rido, really being very strong defensively, and now from Jiang. Otherwise, Sananta would have been clean. This needs to be the goalkeepers, and it is. Aldero comes out, be in no hurry. Sananta, who's just come on, is making his moves for Indonesia. Middle, decent cross. It's going to fall out to Beckham. I wonder if it was a handball by Beckham. All of the tiredness that China, 90 minutes and sweep. And then Beckham, fair challenge from Wang Shangyuan. Well, the camera lights are out. Is being belted out. Sananta winning a free kick here, which will just up. Just 2 minutes now. Are going to stay alive and in fact take a big step. It will be their 7th defeat out of 9. Hoisted away by Beckham. Now they've lost possession here, and that's a foul. A minute of added time. Needing treatment. Jenna Rido on Wang. And look at every booked for his foul. As it they've worked hard for it. And they got their nose. Few clear chances. The referee is just going to then blowing the final whistle. At the moment, got back-to-back victories now, going to advance to the next stage of start to international football. 3 goals in 3 dispatched.